already know the vibes tonight. We're not here to mess around. All right. We have got the Cal Ripken Jr. of Crawfish. We have got one of the integral parts of a morning radio show that has shaped the lives of millions of Houstonians and people in the surrounding areas. Newly engaged, less hair on his face than the last time we saw him, Alex P. Middleton.
What's up,
Hello,
dude?
Sir. Hey, man.
Dude, thanks for having me back, man. It had been a while, and I was like, I think Mike might have just got sick of me. Like,
First
I was
of
like,
all-
you wear out my welcome pretty quick. But I was like, all right, yeah. No, it's like, what was it? Like second or third time I was on last time. I was like, yeah, it's about when people get sick of me.
This is the third time. You're the first three-peat guest besides Lewis Brown, but I feel contractually obligated.
Lewis Brown is the GOAT guest, though.
He's pretty decent, but he's also related to the godfather of beer sports, whatever, i.e. myself. First of all, it's great to have you back. You're newly engaged. Congrats, mazel tov.
Thank you.
Has your life changed for the better or worse since getting engaged?
I would say it's been about exactly the same. Like,
okay.
Everybody was giving me shit for like the whole like, oh, well, you guys should get off the pot, dude. And it's like, all right, well, now I did it. We still live together. We still do exactly what we did before that. So
since glad. The last time you and I spoke,
nothing changed.
You got engaged. I became single. So like we went in opposite directions. I feel like opposites attract. Yeah.
Who do I need to be mad at? Who do I need to be mad at, Mike? I'll sick the dogs on him. Let's go.
Society. We're not naming names.
All right. Well, you let me know afterwards, and I got you because I can be mean. I'll be mean.
I don't think you have it in your bones to be mean. Come on.
No, I like doing like the Mean Girls thing where it's like, yeah, we don't talk to them. I'm like, huh, you did that to Mike, and you think I'm, yeah, right. Like I like doing that.
Listen, I don't want to. First of all, that's a great movie. I feel like Mean Girls does not get the respect that it deserves. I don't care, male, female. I think it's a top 50 movie of all time. It's quotable. The girls are hot.
Yeah. I think outside of our generation, people don't appreciate it as much as they should.
Yeah, because
our generation kind of grew up just quoting that.
Yeah, see, okay, here's my question, right? We're around the same age. What do kids quote nowadays? Because if it's TikTok, I feel sorry for them.
TikTok.
It's bullshit.
TikTok. Which is just songs or clips. Because that's the thing. It's like they like voice they lip sync to like just like videos that have already been made.
Bunch of clowns, if you want my honest opinion. Like none of these kids know the pleasure that you got when you made a shot in either trash can basketball in fourth period English or in an actual like game. The bowling, the Jim Jones thing, these kids nowadays have no idea what it felt like when you did that.
And when we had our own like weird stuff, I'm sure that annoyed the generation before us. But like, the thing I don't get about like TikTok, that like I'm just like older than that, so it's like I get that there's an appeal, obviously, but I just don't get like the like redoing everything like it's a challenge or I can do this, like, and then 40,000 people do the exact same dance or the exact same bit. I'm like, I don't understand that. Like, it's like Twitter's funny because it's usually just memes and just trashing on like a player you don't hate and stuff like that, or a player you hate and stuff like that. But TikTok just seems repetitive.
It just seems like you have nothing better to do. Like, go out and play in the streets. Okay,
it's just one more thing. I'm too busy with the Twitter. I like the toxicity of that.
Well, look, here's the thing. I'm with you, but here's what I got a problem with. All right, I got a beef to pick with you and your cohorts. Okay, over at 94.5 The Buzz, the Rod Ryan Show. All right, you guys are doing sing along. What they called? You go to a drive-through and you do the
fa game.
Here's the thing. Why didn't you do like a Hava Nagila like segment? Right? Like, I just want you to know that I drove through Starbucks today. Okay, and I saved this for the show tonight. Well, kind of, yeah, but like I drove through the Starbucks line, and the guy's like, "Hey, it's a great day at Starbucks. What can I get for you?" And I just started singing Hava Nagila Hava, and the guy's like, "Listen, what can I get for you to drink?" And I did it again, and then the guy starts like, "I'm not taking your order," and I'm like, "All right, look, here's the thing. Okay, you got a bad attitude, and I don't like it." So that's it. It's not a real big thing. I was just like, you know what? Maybe next week they'll do a Hava Nagila challenge. Possibly. Probably not. Thought I would put it out there.
Probably not. Well, and Hanukkah's over, isn't it?
Yeah, well, yeah, kind of.
I thought it ended Monday.
Well, thank you for knowing that. I appreciate that. You did your due diligence on the
Shabbos, and then you have the last day of Hanukkah, right?
Oh my God. I can't believe you just said Shabbos. You know what? We're cutting that up. That's how we're going to bring in every show from now on. That's how I'm going to celebrate Shabbos from now on. It's exactly that.
Is Shabbos every Sunday?
It's every Friday.
It's just Sunday, right?
No, it's Friday. Yeah, you were close.
Oh, okay, I thought it was Sunday.
Yeah, sundown.
I'm completely just quoting Big Lebowski.
Okay, yeah, Friday at sundown until Saturday at sundown. But I appreciate you.
Okay.
We got love coming in. Congratulations, Alex. I'm assuming that's on your engagement.
Thank you.
There's no way
Alex.
There's no way this statement could be in reference to the performance that your football team put on the field against the hottest team in the NFL this past weekend.
Dolphins are pretty hot. I mean, I don't count any losses that the Giants have without Danny Dimes at quarterback. So,
go.
You beat Mike Glennon. Real cool. Real cool. You're just glad that he's a good guy. But, like, not a great quarterback. Not a great quarterback. His neck is very long. Who has a longer neck, him or Davis Mills?
He's got a massive neck, dude. He has a huge neck.
Do you want to know why, what broke my brain with Mike Glennon? Like, did you ever play Madden? Like, when you were like, I mean, you could still play Madden now, but like when I was in like college and middle school and high school playing Madden, like I would just get like, I would play with somebody in like a franchise mode that you eventually just like, all right, this guy's awesome, and like, yes. I would import the draft classes, and I remember I imported Mike Glennon out of North Carolina State. I had to just draft. Eli Manning retired, so I had to draft a quarterback, and I drafted Mike Glennon. It was like, all right, tight. And Mike Glennon was awesome. I lit it up with Mike Glennon. And that was before he was in the NFL. So, like, when he came to the NFL, I was like, all right, dude, that guy's a multi-Super Bowl champ right there. I know it. I've seen it. I've won back-to-back Super Bowls with Mike Glennon. So, like, low-key, when the Giants had him starting, I was like, oh, dude, what if Mike Glennon just lights it up? And then I'll say, I called it. And it didn't happen. Also, somebody I did light it up with, Rob Gronkowski.
Well, I thought you were going to say. I thought you were going to say
the Browns with Colt McCoy and Rob Gronkowski.
Well, you know, if you would have said the term "lit it up" with Aaron Hernandez, I probably would have had a different meaning.
Yeah, or Ricky Williams.
Hey!
That'd be another one.
Watch him.
I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying.
You're talking about the Mary Jane.
He's into the industry now. He has his own stuff.
He has his own gym.
Did you see he has his own marijuana thing? It's like Heisman. Get it?
That's fantastic.
That's
fantastic.
Like,
I do get it.
Sign me up, bro. Well done, Ricky.
Speaking of team names, real quick, I had a thought today, and I want to get your opinion on this.
All right.
Why do the team names in 2021 of like all professional teams suck compared to the late 1800s, early 1900s?
Like the Maroons. We don't have the Maroons anymore.
I'm gonna list out some team names, and you tell me if my statement is correct. Okay, in 1889, the professional baseball team, the Boston Bean Eaters.
Yeah, Bean Eaters would be pretty cool.
The Philadelphia Quakers played professional baseball.
That doesn't seem threatening.
Okay. Can you imagine just waking up?
Like, I'm not scared of the Quakers coming to town.
Okay, so what are you more scared of, the Philadelphia Quakers or the Pittsburgh Alleghenies?
I don't know what an Allegheny is, so it's kind of got an element of danger to it, maybe.
Cleveland Spiders.
That's tight.
Rochester Royals. The double R.
Baseball team name, yeah.
The Chicago.
That'd be a cool logo.
The Chicago Stags.
Yeah, I think that's tight. It's like a buck.
The St. Louis Bombers.
Well, problematic nowadays, but
yeah, you probably couldn't get away with that.
Probably not.
Indianapolis Olympians.
Yeah.
Decent name. It's a good name.
Try hard. It's a try hard name.
Okay, let's get to my three favorites. Are you ready?
Football's not even in the Olympics, so it doesn't why.
It's fair. The Tri-City Blackhawks. It's a good name.
That's cool. It's problematic now with the way that, Native American tribes. Also, Tri-City, every game you could ever create when you were making a team, you could be like Tri-City, whatever. Where the hell is Tri-City? What are the 3 cities?
I think it's Indianapolis, Minneapolis, and Chicago. I think those are the Tri-Cities.
Those are very far apart, though.
The 3 of them.
That's a wide range to just put a team located in. Like, I know New England kind of did that, but it's like, hey, 3 states, 3 pretty big states.
Before we move on to the last 2 names, what's your favorite kind of triangle?
I would go isosceles.
Okay, so no one's asked you that, have they? On any podcast, has anybody ever asked you what's your favorite kind of triangle?
I don't think so.
I like this, the equilateral, or what was the other one?
Equilateral.
Scalene?
Scalene sounds cool.
Yeah, scalene sounds like something you get stabbed with in prison, though. Like, hey, what happened to Bob on Unit D? He got stabbed with a scalene.
He got scalened.
Okay, so it's a verb. Okay, got it. All right, second favorite team name, the Sheboygan Redskins. I don't know where Sheboygan is.
You had me at Sheboygan.
Sheboygan's it, right? Like, you and I had the same feeling. Like, I saw the team name, and I'm like, the Sheboygan. Yep. Okay? And my favorite, the Waterloo Hawks.
Waterloo, again, yeah. It's just the location. They just had teams everywhere. Just teams anywhere. It was just like, what is
all
town?
These cities.
Yeah. They threw a dart at a map and we're like, and this is a team name. I always think of like old team names, like you just pick a random animal and a color. The old Waterloo Blue Buffaloes.
Okay, speaking of the Hawks, who was the most intimidating team in the Mighty Duck trilogy?
Oh, dude.
It's a tough one.
Iceland, I think. Iceland is the most intimidating. It's a whole, and then you grow up to realize, like, Iceland sucks at hockey.
Yeah, but here's the thing, like,
they were the Vikings. They were giant guys, like you're just a ragtag group of kids.
Yeah, and they still found a way to win. By the way, Dean Portman, 100% is a felon. There's no way he should have been on that team.
I would say that. Okay,
you can't cut up a hockey jersey. There's a lot of stuff going on that team that I really don't understand. Like, how in the world? It's very clear that the
they also changed unis in the middle of a game too, which I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to do.
Let's get into this real quick. How in the world do you get not only the jerseys, but they had the matching pants, they had the helmets? Like, who in the world in a regular game has that readily available at the stadium?
The USA Ducks, dude.
Okay.
You got
just throwing it out there.
Hendricks
hockey.
No, was it Tibbs? Or whatever, the guy that ran the hockey shop?
Oh, Hans.
You had Hans. You had that whole hockey shop at your disposal. Like, obviously they're going to hook you up. So he probably overnighted that to wherever the Goodwill games were. And they got it set up. By the way, I don't your Facebook gives you weird ads sometimes. I did see an ad for Trinidad and Tobago hockey team hats. And
did you buy it? I saw the same one.
I was this close. Yeah. Okay. I was like, we have very similar interests, I bet. So we probably get the same dumb ads. And I'm like, am I going to drop $40 on a hat that says Trinidad and Tobago hockey?
Yes.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm probably eventually going to now. It's just now because my Facebook is going to hear me talking about it. So it's going to be, guess what we got?
Alex, see, this is why when we get together, we can we can write stuff down that we're going to talk about, and we end up talking about. Now, I know you're an engagement. Off the rails. Who are you taking out on a date first? Julie the Cat Gaffney or what's her name? Guy's love interest. Who are you taking out first?
Probably Julie the Cat. I was a goalie when I played hockey, so I'm team goalie on that.
Okay, no, that's fair. Has the I don't know, probably Gordon Bombay, if I had to be honest with you.
Gordon Bombay is a good looking man.
He's a good looking man.
He's reckless at times, like getting that limo driven out on the ice, but he's a good looking guy.
I mean, come on, the dude is the GOAT. Although he's not coming back to the.
He does have a bad history of he drinks and he drives, and then they somehow are like, you know what, we should get you to take care of kids.
Yeah, that's true. No, I'm probably taking out what is her name? It's Gee and Connie. I like the name Connie. There's something about Connie. Like, hey, what are you doing?
You don't really hear
that?
a lot of Connies nowadays.
No.
Connie Britton.
Yeah, I would take it. Like,
that's it.
Connie's a girl you take home to mom. Like, hey, what are you doing tomorrow? Oh, I'm taking Connie. And then you can't just say Connie. It's like you got to throw like the Connie.
And you just call it Cons for short.
Facts. What are your thoughts on the cheesesteak? Where does it fall in the sandwich hierarchy, I guess is what you could call it? Like, where would you put it?
There's so many different, like the sandwich hierarchy. There's, I could go on all day about the sandwich hierarchy.
Well, I know.
I'm a pretty big fan of the cheesesteak. I ordered, we have Jake's Cheesesteaks down where I live in the Galleria here.
Phenomenal place.
Big fan of Jake's Cheesesteaks. They have some pretty good ones. I know
they got TVs everywhere too.
Excuse me, my fiance. I have to learn how to say that now. It sounds so douchey saying it though. My fiance, she really likes Papagenos, and they have cheesesteaks. Solid.
Okay.
And then R.I.P. to Texadelphia though. I think they still have Texadelphia's in Houston, but Texadelphia is the best.
There's nothing better.
They used to have it like right by where I lived, and I didn't have cable for a pretty long time when I first like lived with my now fiance. I nailed it twice now. All right. That's 2 times. But when we first moved in together, we didn't have cable, and I would just go watch Sunday Ticket at Texadelphia because they had a big ass like
monster screen. They had a big screen too.
And it was like, I was like, usually you get the small, like, being a Dolphins fan, I'm sure. Not in a bad way, but it's like when you like in Houston, when you go to a sports bar, like we don't get priority on the TVs.
No, so we go to Hooters.
Cool. I'm cool with this one TV that's just right here. That's fine. That's cool. All right. No sound. I got you. As long as it's on, please don't change it. And I'm cool. I'll stay here the whole game.
We have a winning record at the Hooters in Stafford. And look, I'm going to be honest with you. The service is awful. The food is but we have a winning record there. Like, we have to continue to go back. Over the past 3 years, I think we're like 6 games above 500 when we watch games at Hooters. And you know what? In all honesty, like, you can sell that, I feel like, to all the women in your life. Like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm going to Hooters. What do you mean you're going to? Hey, we're going to support the team. We got a winning record. We can't go away from that. Like,
yeah,
look, you got to do
it
for the team.
That's always safe. Yeah, I've definitely done the same thing where it's like, if you go to like a bar twice and like they lose, you're like, I'm not going back for the rest of this season. Nope. Out. This is a big game. We got a big game. It's Cowboys week. I'm not going to watch that at that bar that we're 0-2 at. That's not going to happen.
Yeah,
I did get banned from the Buffalo Wild Wings, which, I mean, they didn't take a picture of me or anything, so I'm pretty sure I could go back now, but I was told never to come back again. At the Buffalo Wild Wings off of Rice Village, I want to say. Because it
closed, by the way.
It was, well, good, because I wasn't there. That's probably why.
It's now a Velvet Taco.
What? I mean, Velvet Taco is pretty dope, but that's what they get for kicking me out.
Yeah,
I showed them.
Wait, so why did you get kicked out?
It was the miracle at the New Meadowlands. The Deshaun Jackson punt return, fumbles the punt, picks it up, and it was one of those where it's like I just blacked out, man. I had one of those like little bar top tables, the little round ones, the small ones. Like I was just me there by myself. I was just like, all right, cool. Let me figure this out. I was in college, I think, so I was in for the weekend. I had finished a shift at the radio station, and instead of going back to Huntsville, I just stopped at the bar to watch the game, and then I was going to go back. And so I had like, I didn't have a lot of food there, but I had the cup and then whatever was left of my like little basket thing. And I just remember like I blacked out when Deshaun, like, I was like, why would you just don't punt it? Just punt it out of bounds. Just punt it out of bounds, Matt fucking Dodge. Just punt it the fuck out of bounds. And then Deshaun fumbles it, picks it up, jukes the guy out, and just runs it back. And I just blacked out and like I just flipped the thing. I just flipped the bar table. And they're like, yeah, out. And I was just like, yep. I mean, hand up. My bad. My bad. That was on me.
What a star. What a star you are.
It was irresponsible for me to do it. But at the time, I didn't realize what I did until it was over.
Oh, that's fair. All right. Before we get to the creme de la creme of the show, 2 things. One, what beer are you drinking tonight?
Ooh, I am drinking my good friend Southern Star Brewing Company. They did this thing called the 12 Days of Krampus. So they give a 12-pack, and it's got a different beer each day. I'm on day 2. This is Bonfire, which is I don't really know all like the beer terms, but it's a Grotzer style beer.
Okay.
Kind of tastes smoky.
Fantastic.
Like a woody, smoky feeling. It's like a whiskey almost. What about you?
sipping on a Shiner Bock this evening. I went classic, if you will.
Nothing finer than a Shiner.
That's fair.
That's what they say.
Here's my thing. So I'm watching the Rockets game last night. By the way, won 7 games in a row.
Suck it, James. Suck it, James.
He did not look good last night. He looks
dude. When
looks a little thick around the waist, if you will.
When he was trying to roll the ball up. And just
talk dirty to me. Alex.
Jesus just goes in there and just rips it from him. That was great.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Is it wrong that Garrison Matthews, aka Gary Bird, is my favorite player on the team because he gives ballers like you and I like hope, like in our next life, that, you know, guys who look like you and I, let's just be honest with each other, have a shot at going professional in sports? Like the token white guy. Like, he just is,
dude. But he was just making buckets, and then like we needed him defensively, and he was defensive.
Star.
It was awesome. That's what, like, this Rockets team in the beginning. Like, my brother and I always would talk about it. It was like, dude, this team sucks, but like they're so fun to watch because they're all like trying really hard. They're just like all so young that they're like not there yet, and it's like, yeah, they're gonna get blown out, but like they had some sick dunks. Like they make a couple of plays a game, even when were getting blown out in games where you're like, that was sick though, right?
He did the prototypical after he had the yam at the end. He did the prototypical like white guy, like yes, you know, like he just there's
then the 300 Gerard Butler like
yes there's like he didn't dab, he didn't like do some like awesome like dance because he has no rhythm. He just did like the prototypical.
You go with what you got.
White dude.
You're like, I don't need to try and do a crazy dance. That's not my style.
No, I'm not here
to yell though.
Right. He tries hard defensively, hits a big 3 ball when you need him to, shows up in the 4th quarter. Dude is clutch. We need to get t-shirts made. Like, before this thing becomes huge, put his face on something. Like, I don't know what it is, but like a guy just in like a dorky looking suit throwing a yam down
as a bird.
That's fair. It's a great nickname, by the way, Gary Bird. Shout out to Craig Ackerman and Ryan Hollins.
I love that he just drops it like the entire game.
Oh, and he's great. Like, this team is just a lot of fun.
I used to work the game. I would do production side of the games for 790, and Craig was the play-by-play on the radio at the time. And Craig is like the nicest human being ever.
He's a great guy. Big soccer fan, so shout out to him. But my question is, I'm watching on TV last night. I want to know which fan is worse in your eye, okay? Is it fan who wears a sleeveless jersey with no undershirt, or is it fan who wears the $150 jersey above the full dress shirt?
I think it looks worse if you don't have anything on under it. It looks like you're just rich if you have the dress shirt on. It's like, this guy's probably a millionaire because
I kind of just want to do it.
Suit and a jacket and a jersey.
I want to do it once. Like, I saw both of those guys.
We should just go and like not come from work or anything. Like, I'll just put on like a suit, full jacket, everything. Yeah,
dude. And then jersey on, sleeveless jersey on top.
Hey, we're here. This is a business trip. It's a business trip, boys. Ooh, we could have a whole section of just business trip.
Okay, but I'm only doing that if I can wear the dress pants with the dress shoes but no socks. Because I've seen that look a couple of times. And then I don't know who's douchier, that guy or the guy who wears the dress or the suit with the tennis shoes on TV. Like the Nikes with the suit.
Dan Orlovsky.
Yeah, it looks stupid. You look stupid.
I don't know. Sometimes you can pull it off. It's all about the shoes that you have. Sometimes people are trying to show off their shoe game. But like, if it goes with the suit, it's kind of tight. Like if you have a blue suit and you have like a blue and like that's like Orlovsky sometimes pulls it off. You have like a gray jacket and blue like pants with like blue and gray shoes, and I was like, that's pretty sick.
It's
like,
decent,
but like sometimes, it looks weird.
It's okay. Look, let's get to what
This guy's talking fashion, all right? You come here for fashion.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, first of all, there's 2 guys out there that should be talking fashion on a podcast. It's you and I. Okay, let's just be transparent. Okay, swag all the way around here. Next time you come on, by the way, we're wearing full suits. I just want you to know that.
Yeah, I'm 100% down.
It's full suit game. All right, let's get to the movie bracket challenge. Okay, I know that you and I have done this once before, and in this year I wanted to do something different. You're just gonna choose. Like, what movie do you like more? We're not going off of Rotten Tomatoes. We're not going off of IMDb scores. I'm gonna
make so many people mad.
Here's the thing: we're just going. There are no rules, okay? There are no laws when you're drinking claws. There are no rules on the movie bracket challenge, okay? It's just Alex Middleton choosing his favorite Christmas movies. All right, and without further ado, I'm coming out swinging, okay? 8-9 matchup. We got Home Alone against Bad Santa. Who you got and why?
I mean, both movies are awesome.
Facts.
But, like, Bad Santa, great in its own ways. But Home Alone is just, like, so, like, we were raised on Home Alone.
Actually, hold on. Let me rephrase. My apologies. I missed this is Home Alone 2. My apologies. Home Alone is the next matchup.
Home Alone 2.
Home Alone 2
I think we go
Bad
Home Alone
Santa.
2.
Okay.
Home Alone 2 or Bad Santa.
Yeah. Where are you going?
Not to knock Bad Santa. I'm going to go Home Alone 2.
It's a great movie. It's a great movie.
Both are. It's just Home Alone 2. We were raised on both Home Alones.
Has anybody ever talked about, though, like as we've gotten older, how irresponsible it was that he literally destroyed a New York City townhouse that's worth more than he's ever going to make in his entire life? No one has ever brought that point up.
Safety. It was for safety.
How is it really for safety?
Him. So he didn't get hurt by the bad guys, dude. Marv and Harry were after him, bro.
Where would you put Marv and Harry in the all-time bad guy tandems in Disney movies?
They're right up there, man.
Name another
for 2 movies.
Name another one, by the way. Or no, it's not a Disney movie. My apologies. It's not a Disney movie.
It's not a Disney movie? I was going to say Disney movies, there's quite a few. Like, you have Hook.
Yeah.
Captain Hook's a bad guy.
Who would you take in a fight, Captain Hook or Jafar from Aladdin?
I don't know. I mean, they both fight dirty. I just think that, like, Peter Pan was magic, and like it took magic to take down Hook, whereas Aladdin was just like a poor boy that like fucked him up with a magic carpet. Okay. So I'd probably say Hook. I would take Hook in that. He's got a hook. He could stab you.
Okay. All right. That's fair. Now, here's a question. Who would you have what Disney princess would you have a one-night stand with first?
Ooh, good question.
And then, second part to that question, which Disney princess are you taking home to introduce to your mother in hopes of a long-lasting marriage? And you can't say the same Disney princess for each of these questions.
So just which one seems like a fun time? And they're all of age, obviously.
All of age.
All of them are of age.
Yeah, yes. Disclaimer.
Yeah, just making sure. So somebody doesn't clip this and make us look like weirdos.
Okay, because they can't cut up any other part of this show and do that. Yeah,
that's true. I don't know. I feel like Snow White would be wild, though.
Ooh, good one.
I feel like Snow White would be wild. So I'd go that for the one night and then take home to mom. I feel like, I don't know, dude. Pocahontas was such like a strong, independent woman. It's like, oh.
Yes. Yes.
Right? Like Pocahontas is going to take care of you.
That's fair.
Long term, like Pocahontas is going to make sure everything's good.
It's fair. It's a good answer. Those are 2 solid answers, Alex Middleton.
Cinderella, it's like, you chase weird stuff. I don't like that. You're friends with rats. No thanks. Belle, like, I'm still scared the beast is going to get jealous and come after me.
That's fair. That's fair. Trevor, you stumbled on exactly what this is. Okay, don't think of this as anything else.
Yeah, you just tune in. You're like, I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah. It's Thursday. Things get weird. It is what it is. All right, here's the thing. So I took these seeds and I put them in a hat, right? I took these 12 movies. I didn't choose these seeds. This one feels dirty to me because somebody's about to get knocked out and it's going to be bad. Die Hard against Home Alone.
Home Alone.
Ooh, not even a discussion. Nope. Like you're just going straight Home Alone over
true Christmas movie. Die Hard, I allow to be a Christmas movie. But I mean, I don't know. I fought that Die Hard, not a Christmas movie fight, and it's just not even worth it anymore. It's like, okay, cool. You can say it's a Christmas movie, but I'm also going to allow literally everything else that people say is a Christmas movie to be a Christmas movie. Harry Potter,
not true.
Christmas
That's
movies.
not true. No, it's not.
I think Lord of the Rings are Christmas movies because they have elves in them.
Stupid. One of the dumbest movies of all time. Of all time.
Lord of the Rings, yeah, terrible movie, but it's a Christmas movie because there's elves in it.
It's just like, I don't get it.
It's allow it.
Like, I don't understand how the same guy got from Harry Potter to Lord of the Rings or vice versa. I don't know. I don't get the whole thing. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what Rudy's doing in the movie. Like, there's just a lot of things going on in that movie.
It's 87 hours and it just ends.
I just don't like it.
Yeah, I hate it. I'm glad we're on the same page on that. So I'm going to go Home Alone over Die Hard, though. Because
you're a terrible human being for that. And it is what it is. I mean, I still love you like a brother, but it's a terrible choice.
Die Hard's a great movie.
Would you put
movies?
Yes.
Home Alone.
Okay.
Over it all day.
Okay. Hey, by the way, have you ever wondered why no one opened a Little Gino? What is it called? Not Papa Gino's.
Nero's.
Little Nero's Pizza. I would order from there all the time.
But I think then it would, like, people would try and play that drop all the time. It's like, I'll give you 10 seconds to get out of here before I load you full of lead.
A lovely
10.
A lovely cheese pizza just for me. First of all, screw you, Kevin. You're a terrible tipper. You're a terrible human being. He tipped him like 18 cents. What a clown.
He was like 6 years old?
It doesn't matter.
He was a kid.
He's a terrible human being for that. All right, we move on. I don't even know if I want to do the rest of this bracket, but I guess I will. Christmas Vacation against Elf. That's a good one. That's a tough one.
Two of my faves. Two of my faves.
I used to not like Elf, by the way, just to put that out there.
My girlfriend's not a big Elf fan.
Like, it was annoying the first time I saw it, and then I realized that it's Will Ferrell, and I pretty much like anything with Will Ferrell.
Right.
He's so good. I don't understand people who don't like him.
This is definitely the toughest one so far. I want to say Elf, but like Christmas Vacation is such like a classic. It's hard to go against that. So because of that, I feel like we got to go Christmas Vacation.
Ooh, that's a good one. Okay. Now, did you see the first Vacation?
That was the to the park?
Wally World.
Yeah.
I had a crush on the mom when I first saw it.
Yeah.
Smoke show.
All the moms were hot in those movies.
Smoke show.
Yeah.
All right. Moving to the bottom of the so we've got in the second round of the top of the bracket, we've got It's a Wonderful Life against Home Alone 2, and then Home Alone against Christmas Vacation. It's a tough matchup. Get ready for that. Bottom of the bracket, Charlie Brown's Christmas against Miracle on 34th Street.
I don't really like either, to be honest.
Yeah, me neither. I just felt like you couldn't, like, what else was I going to put? I wasn't going to put Love Actually on this league.
You could have put Office Christmas Party.
I mean, I could have, but I didn't.
That's what I would have picked in this situation. I feel like the Charlie Brown one, it's like, that's not a movie. That's more of just a special.
It's a movie. It's classified as a movie. I verified this. Come on, you know how much prep we do.
I understand.
These types of shows.
I understand. Because I've seen that more than Miracle on 34th Street, I'm going to go Charlie Brown then.
It's fair. It's a good.
It's not looking great for Charlie Brown in the next round. I'm just telling you that.
Okay. Here's a great matchup, and I feel like these two Christmas movies do not get enough love. The 11 seed Santa Claus against Jingle All the Way.
Ooh, yeah. Jingle All the Way.
Another hot mom and Jingle by the way. Just
very
throwing that out there.
It's quotable. But Jingle All the Way is not as good of a movie as we remember it to be. When you watch it as an adult, it's not as good as it was when you were a kid, you know? Like, Arnold Schwarzenegger is a bad actor.
He's awful. He is.
Jimmy, the Tibberman. Get me the Tibberman. But, like, Sinbad carries that. And when Sinbad has to carry it, I feel like the Santa Claus, it's wholesome, it's funny, it's silly. It's got all the elements of it. The Santa Claus is good. And like that's so funny when he's shaving his beard and it just keeps growing. Just keeps growing right back.
Big trouble.
And just like finding like a dead Santa and be like, hey, you're Santa now, bitch. Like that's the premise alone. I think I gotta go Santa Claus.
Yeah, that's fair. I would probably go Santa Claus as well. And by the way, how does so watching it as an adult, how does Jamie not know that that's his father? That is totally just awful. So, Jamie. Why do I need the real turbo? Why do I need this turbo doll? I've got the real thing at home. Shut up, Jamie.
Yeah, dude. Like, it's the only jacked guy in town, and he's dressed as Turbo Man. It's pretty obvious who it is.
Yeah, nice job, Arnold Schwarzenegger, spending all the time at the office.
Yeah, clearly,
instead of with your smoking hot wife.
Right?
Clown. All right. Last matchup of the first round, Nightmare Before Christmas against Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Again, I always felt like Rudolph was more of a special, but I'm respecting the exercise because I hate Nightmare Before Christmas, so Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Okay, that's fair.
Nightmare Before Christmas creeped me out when I was a kid.
Why? I liked it.
It was weird. It's weird.
I felt weird
like, pick a holiday. Halloween or Christmas.
I felt weird putting the only Hanukkah movie I knew on here because it was my assumption you were going to knock it out in the first round. So I didn't want to do any more detriment to the Jews. So I went ahead and left it off of the list. But the honorable mention, number 13 seed, is 8 Crazy Nights by Adam Sandler.
I would have picked that over Nightmare Before Christmas.
Okay. Wrong assumption on my part. I
also feel like The Night Before, Seth Rogen sort of makes it a Hanukkah movie because he has the Hanukkah sweater on.
Do you like him? I can't stand Seth Rogen. He's okay.
I don't know. His movies are funny.
Knocked Up. What else did he do that was mildly entertaining?
Superbad, The Night Before.
Yeah, I forgot about Superbad. Superbad's pretty fantastic. All right.
40-Year-Old Virgin.
Oh, you're right. You know what? Old Seth Rogen, I'm down with. New Seth Rogen, not.
I don't really follow his stuff now, but
okay. No, I mean I'm with you. Second round, It's a Wonderful Life versus Home Alone 2.
I understand that a lot of people think that It's a Wonderful Life is the greatest Christmas movie of all time. It's black and white, which makes it boring to me, and Home Alone is a kick-ass movie, so therefore I'm taking Home Alone, and Home Alone in the upset. Just get out of here with this Wonderful Life nonsense. Yeah, Seth Rogen also Pineapple Express. I don't know how I forgot that.
Yeah, great movie.
And The Interview.
Would you have reported worst movie of all time? Would you have reported the mom from Home Alone to Child Protective Services by Home Alone 2? Like, how can you not report the mom and the dad? Just negligence at that point.
Maybe not after the first time, but definitely the second time, I'd be like, yo, guys, this family just forgets their kid. And, man, he has to fight off robbers every single time.
All right, so you're going Home Alone 2.
Home Alone 2, easy.
That's money. That's solid. All right, in one of the greatest upsets of all time, you took Home Alone over Die Hard. How? I don't know how that happened. Home Alone 2 against Christmas Vacation. Who's moving on?
It'd be really funny if it was Home Alone against Home Alone 2.
Do it for the culture. You could do this for the culture.
I could, and I think a lot of people would hate it. Observer Report is a good movie. Good call, Austin. I feel like I'm going to go Christmas Vacation.
All right, so we have our...
Just to make it interesting in the next round.
Christmas Vacation against Home Alone 2. That's not terrible. You chose, what did you choose? Charlie Brown. No, what did you choose? Did you choose Charlie Brown Christmas? Charlie Brown Christmas against Santa Claus. Who you got and why?
Santa Claus, because I think Charlie Brown is kind of a Debbie Downer, dude. Like, he's like, oh, shucks, things aren't going my way. Like, Snoopy carries that group. And I think I got to go Santa Claus because of that.
Santa Claus is such an underrated movie. There's nothing bad about that movie. It's wholesome besides the murder of Santa Claus, but
not his fault. No, not his fault.
Again, hot mom. She was a good looking mother in that movie.
Hot stepmom. I guess, the spoiler alert, but
yeah, hot mom. By the way, are you talking about Santa Claus 2?
You're right.
Santa Claus. Hot mom. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I see where you're going with this. All right. Santa Claus wins. We've got, what do we have next? We have How the Grinch Stole Christmas against, where did you go? Nightmare Before Christmas?
No.
Oh, you went Rudolph. Rudolph against How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
This is Jim Carrey's Grinch?
No, this is the original. So this is the cartoon Grinch.
Ooh.
Oh, Jim Carrey in that Grinch, though, pretty good. He's pretty solid.
Yeah, I would have picked that in a second. I feel like I'd still go Grinch.
All right, so we got Grinch over Rudolph. All right, semifinals are set. Let's get directly into this. All right, Home Alone 2 against Christmas Vacation. I don't know where you're going with this, but the floor is yours.
Is it Home Alone or Home Alone 2?
No, this is Home Alone 2. Because you took Christmas Vacation over Home Alone, which is a pretty big upset too, by the way.
I would say so. I feel like I had a Christmas Vacation.
Okay. Good movie. It's really
good. Yeah.
Okay.
Like everybody watches it.
Is that Chevy Chase's best movie he ever did? It's got to be, right? It has to be number one.
Off the top of my head, yeah.
Okay, I give it to you. All right, so Christmas Vacation is in the finals. You've got Santa Claus against How the Grinch Stole Christmas. The cartoon version, not the real life version.
Right. Because it is the cartoon version, I feel like I got to go the Santa Claus. What a crazy, that's the Cinderella story. That's the VCU making it to the final, I think.
Okay.
That's George Mason of this tournament.
Do you have... I hate those teams picking them in the tournament because they always do something and I hate it. George Mason, what's it called? Chicago Loyola. Like, who are you, Chicago Loyola? You have no business being good with the 109-year-old, what's her name? What's the lady's name?
Sister Jean.
Sister Jean. We do get some love for Caddyshack.
Chevy Chase. I didn't think about Caddyshack. That's definitely his best movie.
Okay. We've got the finals before we wrap the show up. Santa Claus against Christmas Vacation.
I mean, it was a good run, Santa Claus, but Christmas Vacation has to win it, right?
Yeah. I mean, this whole bracket was done in the first round anyway when you chose against Die Hard. So, I mean, to be honest with you, I protest this entire thing. But congratulations.
It's under protest. All right.
It's officially
Congrats
under protest.
To Chevy Chase and the gang.
Congrats to Chevy Chase and the gang. Do you have a date to which you it's acceptable for you to watch Christmas movies?
December 1st.
Okay. Now, do you watch it after December 25th?
No.
Okay.
Not really.
Okay.
But see, that's the thing about Die Hard not being a Christmas movie to me is I can watch that anytime.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll watch Die Hard in the summer.
You just sounded like I can do whatever I want. Like
I'm watching it even harder now in the summer. I'm gonna watch it 10 times.
I'm engaged now. I can do whatever I want. My fiance
rules don't apply.
Rules don't apply if you're engaged to be engaged.
We're not calling them fiancés anymore. We're starting to call them pre-wives. It sounds cooler.
Did you start
pre-wife on Past the Gay podcast yesterday? My friend Pat did. So
can you are you a pre-husband then, or is it only?
I would say so.
Way?
Yeah. No, it goes both ways.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. You know what
Equality.
I need to do?
That's what I'm
we got to find some better Hanukkah songs. Okay. I thought about that today when I was listening to Sunny 99.1 because that's all you should be listening to right now. They haven't played one Hanukkah song.
Or 94.5 The Buzz. I would listen to 94.5 The Buzz.
I mean,
that's what I would prefer. Company guy.
A company guy. I'm surprised you're not wearing the t-shirt. You wanna give a shout out to your favorite soccer club on your t-shirt right now?
Oh yeah, shout out to West Ham. They lost a meaningless game in the Europa League, but we're first in our group, and they're top 4 in the Premier League. Shout out to West Ham. Come on, you Irons.
I feel like that's like the best place to wrap the show up. I feel like you can only
once you get to soccer talk, it's like, and that's it.
No, I'm pretty sure we should have wrapped it up after I asked you which Disney princess you're going to have a one-night stand with. I'm pretty sure it should.
No, I think that's going to get people like, wow, these guys really get into things.
Okay.
Right? They like it. I don't know. Hopefully.
Okay. If you could
have your audience better than me.
If you could have one Disney classic movie remade in 2021, which one would it be and why?
I had to have it.
Had to have it.
Because it's like I like them the way they are.
Yeah.
A Disney classic. Which one hasn't already been remade?
You could go Pocahontas. You could go Cinderella.
Seems like it might be problematic nowadays. I don't know.
Yeah.
Cinderella, again, she hangs out with rats. I don't trust her. I guess Pocahontas then. Fine. We'll go That's Pocahontas.
Fair. Last question of the night. Are you going to be doing a live podcast from your wedding? Because if not, I feel like that's a missed opportunity.
I haven't even discussed that. I feel like probably not. The bride might not be super thrilled about that. Hey, babe, before we do this first dance, I just got to do a quick pod.
No, but you know what you have to do? You need to do like one of Pasta Gravy and one of the CP. What is it? CP? I can never remember the letters. There's so many letters.
Big Blue, CBB.
Yeah, CBB and Pasta Gravy at the same time at your wedding. I feel like that would be one of the greatest accomplishments in the history of modern time.
That'd be pretty wild. Maybe at like a reception or something like that, but still, again, cool. I don't know.
Do you have a favorite? Do you have a favorite Christmas song?
I won't be home for Christmas from Blink-182.
Ooh, that's a good one. By the way, do you remember the movie with Jonathan Taylor Thomas? I'll Be Home for Christmas.
I'll Be Home for Christmas. We watched that this weekend.
I feel another. What was that girl's? What's her name? Kirstie Alley? Not Kirstie Alley.
What's Kirstie Alley?
What's her name?
Jessica Biel.
That is Jessica Biel. Whew. Smoke show.
Yeah. And if they had cell phones, that would be not even a movie.
I was thinking the same thing with Home Alone. Like, Mom.
It's like if you had cell phones, half of the Christmas movies, they're not movies anymore.
I'm not watching the new Home Alone. I'm boycotting it 110%.
I kind of want to check it out. I don't expect it to be anything.
It's like the new Space Jam. I won't watch the new Space Jam. You made it once.
I do that because I boycott LeBron.
Well, I mean, that's fair.
He's a fraud.
I didn't want to say
he's
that.
He's a communist.
Okay.
Team Enos Freedom.
By the way, I would buy an Enos Freedom jersey. I think that would be one of the. That would be either that or the Meta World Peace. But I'm pretty sure he changed his name again.
Yeah, it's like Prince, or it's like a one-word name now.
Like Seal,
like yeah, Seal or Cher.
All right, Alex, we've taken up enough of your time. Do you have anything you want to plug? I know there's a massive Christmas celebration coming up soon.
Yeah.
What else you got to plug to the millions of people listening right now?
Pass the Gray podcast. If you want to check that out, you can listen to it pretty much anywhere you listen to podcasts. They're also on YouTube. Just search Pass the Gravy podcast. You can find us there on Twitter, Instagram at Pass the Gravy Pod. But December 18th at Southern Star Brewing Company. That's Saturday, December 18th at 1:30. It's like an afternoon thing. We have our 8th annual Pass the Gravy Christmas Spooktacular. Christmas has ghosts too. They don't get as much shine as Halloween. So we wanted to give them a little shine around the holidays because they're lonely too. But we are going to have our Christmas Spooktacular. We do a Christmas movie bracket as well. Die Hard actually won ours last year. It's not us voting. It's everybody in the audience votes. It gets pretty fun. People yell at each other. It gets heated, but it's a lot of fun. We'll see if Die Hard can defend its crown. They have awesome beer up at Southern Star Brewing Company, 3525 North Fraser Street up in Conroe. So I'd love it if you guys wanted to come. We have live music before and after the podcast. Santa's going to be there. And then they have cage wrestling at night. I don't know what else you need. Live music twice, live podcast with the Christmas movie bracket. And then you get Santa and then cage wrestling. Like pretty much. It's like a festival, basically.
You know what? If you and I could be like the finale of the cage wrestling and like those big like sumo wrestling suits, like we do it for like raise money for charity, I'm 100% in.
I will see if I can arrange something like that. That'd be
a lot of fun. I think that'd be badass. Alex, you're the GOAT. We can't wait to have you back. We can't wait like a year before we do it again.
It's been fun, dude. Thanks for having me back on. I'm stoked to be the first 3-time guest that's not related to you.
We gotta get like something with like a 3P with your face on it. I'm gonna look into getting that done.
Just look up like the old RG3 logo.
Yeah, we could do that. I know if you do this though, this could be like compared to like white supremacy.
That's true.
So I don't want to
black that out next time.
Yeah, I want to like steer clear of that. Which, by the way, I grew up in a time when that meant A-OK, but I digress.
Or I get to punch you in the arm. You did it below the waist.
Oh yeah, you're like sitting there and like
you looked
6th grade chemistry. Like, hey, I'm just trying to take like my chemistry final. I don't want to get punched in the arm 7 times, bro. Santa, I know him. That's the best. Thank you, Jay. I knew exactly what he was talking about.
Anytime anybody says Santa and like you get that is 100% that nails every single time.
Is it okay, I'm glad to be the first 3-time guest that's not related to you. Is it culturally acceptable for a 31-year-old man, by the way, to sit on Santa's lap in the mall? # asking for a friend.
I think so. I mean,
Santa, I kind of want to do one.
Everybody likes Santa, right?
I should have done that, like taking a picture with Santa at the mall and then sent out that picture on a Hanukkah card to all of my friends and family.
Just hold a menorah or a dreidel while you're doing it.
Come on. Who would not love to receive, like, you just open that and that's like an immediate text where like, Michael, what the hell is going on here?
I think we should do that next year for sure.
I'm thinking about just doing it right now.
Or you got to do some Photoshop work, but you got to go to 8 different Santas, line them all up, Photoshop them on top of a menorah.
No, what I'm going to do
is a Hanukkah card.
I'm going to get somebody to dress up as Santa in like May, and then I'm going to take that picture and send it out in June and just say happy upcoming holiday season from the Brown household.
I like that. And then also, like, they have Christmas in July. What happened to like does Hanukkah get a July shine? I feel like we need to do that.
No, Alex. Okay, we don't. We do
because I decided on my podcast I'm gonna bring Halloween in June and I'm gonna make that a thing this coming year. It's like, hey guys, we're about 6 months away. Let's celebrate let's get a little spooky right now.
I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for all the tweets in that month from you. Just be like, hey, let's get spooky, and all the responses of like, Alex, like it's June, and you're like, yes, I know that, guy. Friend.
I still remind people to vote like every week, and people are like, what? Because during the election, like in 2016, when everyone's like, hey, get out there and vote. I'm like, hey guys, and remember, stay in line as long as you can. I've voted 4 times already, and people were like, what are you voting for? I'm like, freedom. I'm voting for freedom.
I was in the airport this past weekend going to Philadelphia, and then you know how they send you through the little security thing where you got to do this now? And then the person, if it's busy, will like stop you if there's too many people in front of you getting their bags. And I actually asked the lady, I go, hey, is there a place that I can like request like a full body pat down? And she didn't like that.
Yeah, I don't make those jokes like that. That's just asking for them to delay you.
I mean, it was like 7 o'clock in the morning. And I honestly just thought it would be a funny joke, and it wasn't.
Also, going back to Home Alone, and like if it was modern day, you know how both times it's them rushing at like the gate, they're rushing to the gate. Like that'd be funny in like 2021 where it's like, oh, we're late. Oh no. And then they just had to stand for 30 minutes in the security line. And like at that point, they'd know Kevin wasn't there.
And then they would stop them outside the airport because they all have to put a mask on for COVID.
Oh, now, yeah. Now,
and then what happens if they don't have their vaccination cards? Like that would never work nowadays.
I was early to the party that I said I was going to get every single vaccine that was possible. And then they called me crazy at the time. And now they're telling you to do it. I've gotten 87 vaccines already. And look at me, healthy as a horse.
Let me tell you something. All right. The other part about we should cancel Home Alone 2. You saw how many bags they left out on the curb? I didn't see one tip from the father to the baggage handlers.
Well, that's because he had his tip money that Kevin took the envelope of.
Yeah. Why did he have so much money, by the way?
Card.
What was he doing?
Tip people probably. He was rich. I don't know. I was watching the pop-up video version of Home Alone, and it was like the flight to France would have, for like all those people, would have been like $42,000. Like Miami would have been pretty expensive too. So I feel like his dad was pretty rich. We saw his house.
It's a big house. Did you see the Airbnb thing that you could have gone and stayed there?
Yeah, that would have been tight. That would also been funny if somebody also saw that and then they tried to rob it that same exact night.
I'd be really pissed if I showed up and Joe Pesci was not in the house.
You're like, I kind of expected to get robbed. I set up a bunch of traps.
If there's no gold tooth on the floor, I'm leaving.
Honey, what is this?
if I show up at the house and there's not an old guy that shows up and beats up the old guys with the snow shovel. By the way,
I want the creepy guy with the boots.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. He gave me a little SVU feeling. I'm not going to lie to you.
Dude, he was sketch, man. Like, I understand that he was a sweet guy at the end, but like that scene in I just watched Home Alone today, so this is fresh on my mind. But that scene where he cuts his hand, he's buying Band-Aids at the same store that Kevin's like, this is approved by the American Dental Association. Like, what a weird question, you weirdo kid. Why are you asking that? Just take the damn toothbrush and go, bro. Like, but then like Shovel Guy is just like, he slams the Band-Aids down on the desk. You're like, what are you doing?
Nice beard, by the way. Kid. By the way, if you let your beard go, you would look like him in about 42 years.
I could, maybe I'll start doing that. I'll buy those big black boots too. Start carrying around a shovel.
The whole inside of the Home Alone house is a set. They could film inside the real house. Airbnb seems pointless. You know, I would go there. You know,
it was a set inside of like a school gym.
Was it really? I didn't know that.
There's like the movies that made us on Netflix, and Home Alone is one of those, and it shows like all the behind the scenes stuff.
I don't like all these people. Like, there's just some Facebook video of a guy like breaking down why Kevin's parents were the worst parents ever. Look, I would call CPS on him. That doesn't mean I'm making videos breaking down why it's the worst movie ever. Home Alone is a top 15 movie of all time. I don't care what.
You gotta be able to suspend reality a little bit.
No, not today.
Harry Potter wouldn't make sense either.
It doesn't make sense. You take out a gun, you could have killed half the cast. You could have killed, what was his name? Volkswagen. What was the guy's name? The bad
Voldemort.
Guy? Whatever.
Well, he's magic. He could probably turn the bullet around.
Well, okay. Okay.
I don't know. I don't mess with magic, bro.
Hey, before we wrap up though, for real, you got a lot of stuff going on. Did you cry at the end of Hardball when G Baby died?
I didn't, but
okay.
I probably should have.
Did you cry at the end of Remember the Titans?
When I got older, yes.
Okay. Third thing, favorite pizza in the city of Houston. Because we ask all of our guests now. You know what? We're established now enough. 171 episodes in. That's what we ask now. That's our like thing. We found out the best pizza in the city.
Right. Oh, R.I.P. to Barry's Pizza. That was my fave. They were awesome. I think the best current pizza, and where I always order my pizza, I said F the chains. I order my pizza via DoorDash from Nick's Place. That's my soccer bar. Nick's Place has the best everything. There's nothing that Nick's Place makes that's not good. I even tried to build a burger. They're not really known for their burger. It was bomb as well. Like I eat breakfast at Nick's Place regularly. Like I probably 3 times a month. Usually I'll eat breakfast during soccer season because I go there at like 9 a.m. He opens up early for us. You get scrambled eggs. You can sometimes get some sunny side up with the hash browns, with the with bacon. You get the sausage on the side. Dude, they load you up.
Listen,
Nick's
their
Place
wings
is the bomb, dude.
Their wings are legit. They are some of the best wings. We've done like
everything they do is legit.
He's the nicest guy ever. Nicest guy ever.
He's like your like best friend every time. Like, and I know that he doesn't know me probably, but like he's like, "What's up? How's it going?" He just talks to you like you've been like his best friend forever.
And he's got
keep coming back.
He's got the dad New Balances on always too, and I respect a man who's got the dad New Balances. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's not a dive bar.
No,
it's too big to be a dive bar. But
here's
the
thing. Yeah, it's a little sketchy.
It's everything you want in a dive bar, but like when you go inside, you're like, I want to just live here. This is the best.
Always have good service. What is it called? The only thing
it's not expensive
is a crane machine. He needs a crane machine, is what he needs.
A crane machine. I think he has a golden tee now, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's got a golden tee, which is fine.
I mean, golden tee is. I'm a big golden tee guy. I'm not good at it, but like I could screw around and play golden tee for like 3 hours if you wanted to. Like,
I would destroy.
In college, we had a golden tee machine in like the lobby of the apartments I stayed at my senior year.
Did you really?
And me and my roommates would just be like, "Do you want to go? You want to tee it up? You want to tee it up? Let's go." We would, and then we would joke and like act like we played golf the whole day. Oh, we just played 2 rounds of golf today. And like, oh, really? You're like, yep, golden tee.
No. Hey, by the way, when you get older, I would like to put in an application. When you and I get older, if we live in the same city, I want to play racquetball. I need a racquetball partner. I saw a guy.
Is racquetball the way to go, or is it pickleball now? Because I feel like everybody's playing pickleball.
I don't know. Like, I feel like you and I would be good vibes at the pickleball court, at the racquetball court. Like, I go to the Y for my gym, and I just saw these like buddies playing racquetball together. And then I stopped and I talked to them. I'm like, hey, can I ask y'all a question? How long have y'all been doing this? And they're like, oh, we're retired. We do this like 4 or 5 days a week. We go get breakfast before. I'm like, that just sounds lovely. Like, this sounds
with
fun.
The bros, dude.
Yeah.
I used to play racquetball a little bit in college and in high school with some friends. Like at Lifetime Fitness, we would go. We would just play racquetball forever. It's a good workout. But yeah, I'd be down to play some racquetball.
Yeah, that's what, like, they just seem like great, nice human beings. And they go racquetball it up. If they do it in the afternoon, they told me they go get a beer after, watch the game. You know what I mean? Just sit back and just enjoy life. I mean, that's that's kind of like what I like. And I'll play soccer with the boys sometimes on Saturdays. And it's like after, if like we don't got a game or whatever, like you want to go like hang and get a beer or whatever. It's a nice little like, hey, we already did this. You get
shower it up, maybe meet at Nick's place. Watch whatever games are on.
You get the bro look, and you know what I'm talking about. When all your bros are around, you're just like, "Hey man, like, you want to
take this somewhere else?
You want to like, yeah,
keep this party going?
Time.
You free?
Yeah, like I got time.
Wife's cool. Maybe for just one. Yeah,
pre-wife.
Okay, let's go. Yeah, let's go.
My pre-wife, and then everyone gets the high voice too. They're like, yeah, yeah. Oh, you want to go?
All it takes is one guy to suggest it, and then you have the other guys like, yeah, absolutely, of course, yes. Totally, dude.
Everybody caravans into one car. Whoever's got the biggest car, be like, "Hey, you mind like bringing me back?" Or like, "No, like I can Uber, bro. Like, no problem. Like, I got you, bro. Don't worry about it, bro." And then you just start breaking out, bro, every other fourth word. Oh,
the guys I play soccer with, although like their thing is they enjoy doing there's a place I think it's in Katy and it used to be in Spring called the Chipper, and they're like, oh, it's fish and chips. Let's go get some fish and chips. I'm like, I just have never been stoked about fish and chips.
I don't get it.
I mean, like, because we're American, Mike. It's because we're American and we have real food that we can eat. And it's like fried fish and French fries isn't like, oh, mate, this is a nice meal. Ah, cheerio. It's better than the meat pie I had the other day.
Be like, yeah, anything's better than a meat pie.
It's like,
meat pie.
They have this mushy peas stuff, which is like pureed peas. They love it. And like that's their thing, and like that's cool. They'll go there, but like the Chipper place that they go to, that has like a fried fish like the size of like an arm. It feels like, and it's like, yeah, I'm just not down to go like.
And it's beer battered. Like no,
right? It's just like
my beer. I like it in a pint. It's like a man American.
But I'm never like that's why I never go to Long John Silver's. I've never been like, I want fast food fish, and I'm just like, Chipper's not fast food. It's not fast food, but like it's just like I don't ever feel like just having fried fish unless I'm going to a fish fry.
What would get you sicker quicker, Long John Silver's or Arby's?
Long John Silver's in a second.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, Long John Silver's just sounds like a really bad time.
It sounds like it'd be a cool place to go. Like it was like a bar, but as a restaurant.
It sounds like a good place I would go to buy like cold weather clothing if I was going up north. Like, hey, what are you doing tomorrow? Oh, I'm going to Long John. He
sells Long Johns.
Yeah, so he only can sell Long Johns. If he sells anything else,
it could be a competitor of Sun and Ski Sports.
I don't get it. Sun and Ski Sports, you're stupid. Okay, you have a wide range of things here. Oh, by the way, have you ever bought a bowling shirt?
I have bought a bowling shirt. Yeah.
Where did you buy it? Because I need to buy a bowling shirt. I just bowled at 217 this past weekend.
Oh, nice.
Thank you. Shout out
the
Caroline
200
Rowland.
Club.
Yeah. Emerald Bowl on Boone. Do you like bowling? Are you a bowler?
I'm not good at it. I do own a bowling ball that I bought at Goodwill.
See, that's awesome. See,
it looks like it's space.
I like the old school bowling. I don't like this new age, like hipster bowling alley place where you pay like $9 for a beer. Like bowling alleys, like $26 for an hour. I want it to be like $32, 2 hours.
Like that place by House of Blues.
Yeah, that play. It's too fancy.
It's like, yo, we're like a nightclub, but also you can bowl here. I'm like, I just want to bowl. I want it to be shitty. I want there to be beer I can buy in pitchers that is out of a tap, and there's only 2 taps that they have available, and one of them's not working half the time. I want shady. I want to have to shower when I get home because I smell like cigarettes and bowling shoes. Like,
I want shady characters sitting in the corner that are gawking at the good-looking women in the bowling alley. Not everyone, and they know that they're being gawked. You know what I mean? But they're okay with it because it's like, oh, that's harmless.
It's like, okay, honey. I'm used to it.
Yeah, that's co-op it, Larry. Hey, Larry.
He's Larry the Looker. We call him Larry the Looker. He's fine.
Oh,
he's harmless.
I didn't know handicapper. What's your character's name? What's your alter ego's name?
I don't know. He's not a character. It's my friend Dante. My good friend
Dante. That's who it is.
Dante Donatello, Michelangelo, Leonardo.
Oh my God! By the way, I so look forward to those every single week. I do want you to know though, when you pick against the Dolphins or one of your cohorts picks against the Dolphins, I immediately scroll as far away from the post as possible because I determine it to be fake news. Look, I'm just telling you, okay? I think it's very fake. I don't like it. It's not true. Okay, it's terrible. Okay, very terrible. Bad news. Oh, God, Alex. Best of luck to your G-men this weekend. Who y'all playing? Who are y'all losing to? Sorry. I did
playing the Chargers. We might have Jake Fromm as QB, so who knows?
QB1.
He's QB1 this week.
You don't got
or Glennon. Glennon got a concussion.
Glennon's got it from the Miami Dolphins,
the
greatest football team. This has been episode 171 of Beer Sports Whatever. We are going to be out at the Southern Star Hanukkah Extravaganza Lollapalooza Bonanza next weekend. Pretty excited about it. We will be making an appearance, so I will get to see you in person when we Jello wrestle or whatever we're doing after
cage fight.
Sure, you can call it that.
Cage fighting.
I wonder what the odds would be in Vegas on you and I actually cage fighting. I'm pretty sure you would be favored.
I don't know. You got size.
I don't know.
You got size on me.
I don't know, bro.
I'm not a good fighter, I don't think.
Oh my God. Listen,
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
I got 2 minutes of fighting left in my life. One is on behalf of my wife, and the other is on behalf of my kids. At the inevitable, baseball game that I'm gonna have to fight some dad because he calls my kid a loser, and we just immediately throw down snow cones and we go fight in the parking lot for 60 seconds.
You don't waste a good snow cone though.
What's your favorite
We're
flavor?
Gonna fish snow cones like blue, whatever blue is.
Oh, it's not even close. I don't understand people who like grape snow cones. Communist.
Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense.
Alex,
you're the goat. Tell a lot about a man by their snow cone they choose.
That's true. Have the best weekend. Have a good anything.
You too, man.
Best what is it called? Dude, I'm so bad. I know all these things. What's Rod Ryan tomorrow? Open
Free beer Friday, open phones Friday.
You know what? I need to start next time I have you on. I'm gonna have all this stuff ready to go. I know what I'm talking about.
No, dude, you're good. We went off topic a lot, so everything was scattered. You had this whole prep sheet, and it was just boom. I just ripped it up basically when we started.
I have a hankering to go watch Disney movies, and I don't know why.
I'm gonna go finish Home Alone 2. That's what I'm gonna do.
Best movie ever. Mr. Duncan, by the way, that dude's awesome.
Absolutely. Till
next time, brother. We love you, man.
All right, bro. Thanks for having me back, man.
You got it.